Hey, it's Adam Katz for DogTrainerToolbox.com, back with another website critique today for MMK9 Pro. Michael Miller, I don't know Michael, but he is a member of our Dog Trainer Marketing Group on Facebook, which is free to join. You'll be amongst over, I think, 3,500 professional dog training business owners at this point, swapping secret strategies, tactics, and tips. It is a great resource. I don't always do this for everyone, but Michael Miller posted and he says, I've updated my website and I really wanted to give him feedback, and he tagged me, so I'm going to give him feedback on his website because the website looks amazing. I mean, it looks, I'm assuming you hired a professional web designer to design the site, but there's some huge problems. And I'm creating this video as much for Michael as well as for you guys watching at home, or maybe you're watching in your office at your dog training business. Because if you're thinking about doing a website, you don't want to make these mistakes. Now, I've got a video on my Cats on Marketing YouTube channel that's titled something along the lines of 7 things every dog training business website needs. I recommend that if you're thinking about designing your own website, which you shouldn't do, you should have us design your website for you because we've already tested and proven and know what works. But if for some reason there might be branding issues or who knows what, you're going to design your own. Watch that video because it's going to tell you everything that your website needs to have. And I want to show you a good example of what happens when you have a web designer who's really good at making pretty websites, design a website, but they don't know how to sell. They don't understand how to sell online, and they don't understand how to push the emotional hot buttons of the typical dog owner who's looking for a dog trainer. Now, one thing you want to understand right off the bat is that web designers specialize in building websites. Copywriters, not to be confused with copyright with a little C with the circle, copywriters are people who write persuasive text. They're business writers who've studied the art and science of persuasion. You need both of those things to have a successful website. You need good copy, and you need a good design. So this website has the latter, but not the former. Let's go through what makes it suck and what it can do better. So number one, the website comes up. This is the prime real estate here. And you've got presumably the name of the company right here, MMK9 Pro, which doesn't mean anything. This is not like a website. This is not a business name that communicates actually what they are. Is it for pet owners? Is it for working dog people? I have no idea. Besides that point, this area right here is the most valuable real estate on the entire website. So what I would do is I would move this up into the top left corner and use this area for a benefit-oriented headline and subheadline because you want to bring them into the site, into learning more. Because just this, maybe they hit it, maybe they scroll down, maybe they don't. Also, look up here. There's nothing up here to encourage me to call. Now, I'm going to show you the sample website for our Done For You Dog Training Business website. Not because I want to sell you on that, although I think it's a great value and will be an incredible return on investment. But I'm realistic enough to realize that you've already invested in this website, so you're probably not going to use that. So I just want to use it as a teaching tool. You cannot copy this, guys. You have a copyright attorney. He's going to nail you. He's going to send you a cease and desist letter, and then he's going to send you a demand letter to find out how long you've been stealing my copy and using it to profit from. You cannot take something that somebody else wrote, change a few words here and there, and expect it's going to pass muster and you're good to go. It doesn't work like that. So what I'm going to show you, though, are concepts, and then you can apply those concepts and develop your own website copy to use on your own website. So if you look here at the top, there's a phone number in the upper right-hand corner because this is the way the internet has trained us to look for a phone number. Right beneath that, you have a very strong offer, limited time offer, book a free consultation, evaluation, and temperament test for your dog, an $89 value. What do we have here? Nothing. This, I want to learn more about this. And even if I don't want to learn more about this, I know exactly what to do. I know where to call because the phone number is right here. This, all I know is the company name. Now I scroll down a little bit And what does the subcopy, the subheadline say? A modern approach to dog training using the NEPO-PO method to create a healthy, happy relationship with your canine. Okay, so first of all, my assumption, I don't know because it doesn't even say yet. I'd have to look into this a little bit more. My assumption is this is a website predominantly for pet owners, for dog owners, right? Not sport dog people, not working dog people, for dog owners. Dog owners have no fucking clue what NEPO-PO is. Now, NEPO-PO is great. I know Bart. I talked with Bart and his wife on the phone, or talked to Bart on the phone anyways. Love Bart. I have a long time friendship with Justin Rigney. I've run his ads for years. Great guy, also a NEPO-PO guy. I know several of my friends are NEPO-PO. I know that, but I'm a professional dog trainer. I've had 3 dog training businesses over the past 30 some years now. I know what NEPO-PO is, but to the general public looking for a dog trainer, they have no idea what that is. So you've made a cardinal sin here of using professional jargon with people who are not in the profession. And you've also made the mistake. Now they're wondering, number one, what is NEPO-PO? Okay, so now you've just sent them off. Instead of getting them to pick up the phone and call you or fill out the contact form so that you can follow up with them in the morning, now you've just sent them off on a wild goose chase. You send them off on a rabbit hole to try and figure out what is NEPO-PO. Is it the right approach for me? And are you, as the dog trainer, the right guy that I want to learn NEPO-PO from? Maybe you're not. Maybe it's somebody else. Okay? I don't want to do that with the website. I want to get them off the internet and on the phone as soon as possible. Because once they're on the phone, I can sell them. I can sell them on my free consultation. I can sell them on the full boat program if I want. I can sell them on the board and whatever it is, right? I can sell them on why what I have to offer is going to meet their needs. I can also do something on the phone that I can't do with a website. I can develop rapport. And that's priceless in terms of selling your program, making a connection with the person. People want to buy from people that they like, and they're not just going to be able to like you by reading on the website, especially if you're using industry jargon and they don't know what the hell it means. Okay, so even if we take that out, a modern approach to dog training utilizing the NEPO-PO method to create a happy, healthy relationship with your canine. Now, why are you calling it a canine? It's a dog, right? Normal people call dogs dogs. They don't call them canine. Hey, let's go to the park. Let's take the canine down to the park. Okay, they call them dogs. They call police dogs canines. So right there, the pet owner is thinking, does this guy train police dogs? I don't even know, right? So there's nothing on here now. There's a book now button, but you haven't given me a reason to book now. No reason whatsoever. Now let's go back to the sample site over here. Limited time offer, book a free consultation, evaluation and temperament test for your dog, an $89 value. Now again, guys, you cannot copy this. You need to come up with your own offer. Okay, and it needs to be significantly, materially, substantially different from this. Okay, you need to come up with your own friggin' offer, because if you steal this, again, my copyright attorney loves money. He's going to come after you. Don't rip me off here. Come up with your own offer, but it's got to be a compelling offer, and it's got to be something of value, right? An $89 value. There's free. All they got to do is call here. Now, if they don't, I'm going to give them another reason. Marin County Dog Trainer guarantees you can get your dog to listen to you. Okay, what's the main thing that people say when they come to a dog trainer? What are you looking for? Maybe they have a specific issue, but in general, they say, I just want the dog to listen to me. Again, you cannot copy this. Even changing, if I record the Beatles song yesterday, but I changed the words to the other day, I'm still getting sued. Come up with your own copy. Come up with your own benefit-oriented headline. But you can see what I'm doing is I'm mirroring what people are asking for. Perfectly guarantees you can get your dog to listen to you. A perfectly behaved dog starts with just one call. Call now. So now I've promised them something. A perfectly behaved dog, and I guarantee that I can get your dog to listen to you. And you're also getting a free consultation, evaluation, and temperament test worth $89. $89 value. That's something that they know other dog trainers charge, because they probably called other dog trainers, right? So I'm giving them a huge, huge reason to reach out and jump on the phone with me. What are you giving me? Absolutely nothing. You're telling me some industry jargon. I have no idea what it means, and then you're asking me to book now. Well, I don't want to book. Let's just see. Let's just click to see what happens. Okay, so that brings you to the contact information. Okay, there's nothing on here about booking, right? So why don't you just say call now and put the phone number there. Put the phone number here too. Okay, so you're looking for a dog trainer you can trust. Well, you're making an assumption. Is trust really my primary? Trust didn't really enter my mind when my wife said, "Get this dog trained, or you're going to be sleeping in the doghouse with the dog." The first thing on my mind was like, "Can you get me fast results? Because I don't want to sleep in the doghouse." Your dog doesn't listen. Your dog is acting out. Your dog seems aggressive. Your dog lacks confidence. You want to prevent above issues. You want to prevent above. That's not even correct English, I don't think. Are we talking about prevention, or are we talking about a cure? Most of the time, 90% of dog training clients are looking for a cure. They're not looking for prevention. So enter the conversation in their mind. They're not coming to you. Most of the people, 90%, are not coming for prevention. If you're tired of yelling, if you're tired of being stressed, tired of fearing what you do, what your dog might do, and you want to prevent taking your dog to the shelter, like what? Was I thinking about taking my dog to the? No, I'm just looking for a dog trainer to help fix some issues here, man. Let's not jump to conclusions. Again, I'm not picking on you, but what I want to point out is that your copy does not connect with me as the dog owner who's looking for a dog. It may, in a very limited window of things, but you're going way, way too specific, and you're making huge assumptions, and you're simply not entering the conversation in my mind. Let MMK9 put more tools in your toolbox to help you understand, communicate, and build a better connection with your dog. Okay, that's fluff. I'm to be perfectly honest, I'm not immune to writing this kind of fluff myself at times. But for the homepage, you want to be very specific. Is my need as a dog owner? Am I coming to you because I want to know how to understand my dog or build a better connection with the dog? Probably not. I want to stop a behavior, and I want to stop a behavior really fast. Or I want to prevent being embarrassed by my dog, right? Get my dog to come every time I call. Now you get into what is NEPO. So you're making a really big sin, in my opinion, by asking your website to do too much. You're asking the website to educate and possibly entertain. If you've got videos on here, I haven't looked. But you don't want to be getting into educating them about your approach to dog training and all this kind of stuff. What is NEPO? I mean, I saw a video of Justin Rigney talking for an hour explaining what NEPO is. Okay, and you're going to try and do it here in one paragraph. Why? Just connect with them and get them on the phone. Again, your website needs to be a first date. It doesn't need to be a marriage proposal. They don't need to know everything about you at this stage in the game. Get them off the internet and get them on the phone as soon as you can. Otherwise, they're going to go down a rabbit hole, and then their wife or their husband is going to call them to dinner, and they're going to close their laptop, and at that point, you've lost them. And 3 hours later, when they get back to their computer, they're going to start the search over anew at Google because they're distracted. Goldfish attention span, guys. So we're going to go down here. Why use the NEPO? Okay, now we're getting more into this, right? And so see, while you're doing this, I'm selling them. Okay, we've got a little bit of text here. We've already jumped into establishing authority and social proof right here. We're just briefly touching on what we can do for you. We're not going into, Monica Black's background and training. It's just enough to say, look, she's an expert. She does behavior modification, pet dogs, and more. And then boom, again, I hit him with my offer, my call to action. Okay, again, we've got testimonials, so this is more, building authority. Okay, they check out, other people have used her. Featured programs, private training, yeah, okay, I'm probably looking for that, or I might be looking for that, or I might be looking for that. These are the three main things people are going to be looking for. Then I hit them with my call to action again. A little bit more social proof with the success stories, the testimonials. And if it's in the middle of the night and they don't want to call, We've got this form so they can, again, I'm constantly always be closing. Hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them, hit them. Don't put anything that educates or entertains or long-winded videos or any of that crap, because it's just getting in the way of the sale. And the sale, in this context, is getting them to pick up the phone and call you. They've done that a little bit here. That's good. But we're clicking on, okay. Now, I personally, this is open for debate. I personally don't like having your prices on the website because you've just immediately short-circuited the sale. I'm the client. I'm looking for a board and train program. I don't want to spend more than $2,500, right? And this guy's at $2,570. Boom, I'm hitting the back button. I'm going back to Google and finding another dog trainer who fits my price point, because there's nothing on here that convinces me that there's something like super specific. I absolutely got to work with you. Now, maybe if you're Cesar Millan or Barbara Woodhouse or some celebrity dog trainer that everybody knows, okay, maybe. But otherwise, there's really no benefit. I want to get them on the phone. I want to pitch them. I want to explain the benefits and the features of my program. I want to connect with them. I want to reassure them. And you can't do all that unless you're a master copywriter. And even if you are, you don't want to do that. You want to get them on the phone. Boy, am I cranky this morning or what? Okay, owner. I don't really know anything about these guys at this point, just from the pictures. They're great pictures. You guys look like really nice guys. From owners like you. Okay, so what you have done correct here is you've put the first name and the last name and the city and state. So you've written your testimonials correctly, but we're in the dog business, guys. So get a picture of the owner with the dog, not just a picture of the dog, but a picture of the owner with the dog, because people, when they look at it, like when they see this is a real person, right? It's not just, I'm not just reading some text that somebody wrote. I've got the first name and last name. I've got the dog's name. I've got the city and the state, and I've got a picture of her. Now, this is our sample site, so these are just clip arts basically. But if you look at like the real sites that our clients are using, we've got actual testimonials from actual clients, and you can tell that they're real people. So take advantage of that, because we are in an industry where people like to look at pictures of people with their dog. So this is a really good picture, and this is actually a really good headline. I think you buried the lead. Like what I would do if I was you and was redesigning the site, and you didn't want to use our done for you dog training business website offer, which you can find here at Dog Trainer Toolbox, shameless plug. Just click here, put in your information, and it'll take you and explain about our offer. But if you didn't want to do that, what I would do is I would take this headline right here. Stop apologizing for your dog's behavior. Okay, 4 headlines. You want to capitalize the first letter of each word, typically. I would take this and I would put it way up at the top, right? So right here, you've got a big benefit-oriented headline. And then take a sub-headline. Like, what else have we got here? Nothing useful here. Stop apologizing for your dog's behavior. That's probably the best part of the entire website. Let's chat. And right here, you completely interrupt the process of making the sale. Again, in the context of the website, making the sale is getting them to pick up the phone and call you. You interrupt that by sending me over to Facebook. Now, what happens when I'm on Facebook? Typically, I'm going to click here. There's like a little red thing, a notification. Let me see what else is going on. Oh, my sister sent me a message. Oh, it's Ty Brown. All of this interrupts your sales process. Don't send them away. Zuckerberg is spending hundreds of millions of dollars a year figuring out how to distract people and keep them on Facebook. Your website needs to be the final destination for dog owners. You use social media to bring people to your website. Don't use your website to push them away to Zuckerberg, because he's a master at distracting them. Okay, this, maybe you have to have this here if you're advertising Nepo-Po, but this means nothing to the average dog owner. In fact, as the average dog owner, maybe now I'm interested in figuring out who this Bart and Michael Ballone is. Maybe I want to work with them. Okay, now you and I know that I can't just, as a dog owner, maybe go and work with them, but you've just sent me off on a wild goose chase where I'm going to get distracted. Okay, these are really good pictures. You'll notice at the bottom, because the second place, what happens is people start reading this, they skim and they go through this, and then maybe something triggers. This is exactly what I was looking for, off-leash training. So the second place they go immediately is right down to the very bottom. This is called the footer, and they look for the contact information in the footer. You don't have that down here. You have to go back up here and look for it. It just makes it a little bit more difficult. Services and investments. Now, am I looking for investments? Typically, I'll go to Schwab or Fidelity or some mutual fund if I'm looking for investments. I mean, I get what you're trying to do here. You're trying to call it an investment rather than a cost. Excuse me. So in that sense, it's good. Custom-made companionship. I don't know what that means. All right, boarding and training. We talked about the thing for the owners and dogs who need a little TLC. Board and Trains are an exclusive program where MM takes in your dog and gives them personalized training, love, and attention for 3 to 6 weeks. 0% 6 months financing. Okay. This one tiny little paragraph is not enough copy to sell an almost $3,000 program. I'm sorry, it's just not. If we click on Learn More, it simply takes to the contact page. You're not giving me a reason, any compelling reason to contact you. Let's look at the sample website over here. Contact us for a free, again, I reiterate the call to action right here. I reiterate it right here again. And what we found is the more we can pepper, specifically the homepage, but the entire website in general, with the call to action, the more response you'll get. It converts better. We've tested this. We've A/B tested this, so we know what works. I'm not just pulling this stuff out of my ass. So this site needs a lot of work. I don't know how much you spent on this, but it's going to cost you more money, way more money than you spent on it, because the difference between this and the difference between this could be several $1,000s a month in your pocket. And again, I don't need your money. I'm not trying to sell you on something that you don't need. I'm just saying that a well-done, well-designed website. And again, this is a beautiful this website is way more beautiful than my website, right? I mean, this is kind of flat. It's nothing sexy or flashy. But the thing is, this is set up to sell, and this is not. Hey guys, I hope that this has been helpful. Thanks for staying with me. If you've stayed with me this long, 23 minutes, a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm hoping that I deliver some value for you today, because I want to see you succeed. I know that if you're a NePoPo guy, I'm a big fan of Bart and Michael and Justin and all the rest of the NePoPo trainers. So if you're a NePoPo guy, you're good in my book, and I want to see you succeed. So hopefully this will help you along your path and help you reach your goals. Okay, take care. Again, dogtrainertoolbox.com has more information to help you grow your dog training business. Check it out when you have time. We'll talk to you soon, guys.